When you leave the house, does your cat even notice you're gone? The answer isn't just cute, it's way deeper than you think. Imagine coming home after a long day. You open the door and wonder, is your cat waiting on the other side? It might surprise you to learn that, according to science, the answer is yes. Despite their reputation for independence, cats form real attachments to their humans. In fact, a 2020 review noted that 64% of cats studied were securely attached to their people, and these kitties showed less stress when near their owners. In other words, many cats rely on us for comfort just like dogs or even children do. Let's dive into the research and some heartwarming stories that show just how much our feline friends can miss us. Researchers have adapted child psychology tools to test cats' social behavior, and the results are eye-opening. In one classic experiment using Ainsworth's strange situation test, scientists put pet cats through a series of separations and reunions with their owners. They found, with the owner present, cats explored and played much more than when a stranger was there or when they were alone. This means the owner acted like a secure base for the cat. Cats became more alert and anxious when a stranger appeared, but remained calm around their owner. When left completely alone, cats were significantly more inactive, often freezing or hiding, compared to when they had their human around. These patterns mirror what psychologists see in attached children. The owner's presence gives the cat confidence, and absence causes worry. The study authors concluded these are consistent with attachment behaviors seen in kids. Therefore, cats can manifest attachment behaviors toward their owners. More recent work reinforces this bond. A 2019 study at Oregon State University ran a similar test on kittens and adult cats. They found about 66% of cats were securely attached to their caregivers. Dr. Kristen Vitale, lead author, said, "Attachment is a biologically relevant behavior. The majority of cats use humans as a source of comfort when dependent on us. Cats have attachment styles just like dogs and people do. Cats don't howl with joy like dogs might, but they do have their own affectionate language. Here are some common misuse signals. Headbutts and rubs. When a cat gently bumps or rubs its head on you, it's not flirting by accident, it's marking you with its scent glands. Pet experts explain this behavior as a way of declaring you part of a very special club, a cat's inner circle. In other words, headbutting means you're mine in the best way. In fact, PetMD says if a cat headbutts you, consider it the highest of compliments, absolutely a sign of affection. Following and staying close. If your cat usually does its own thing but suddenly trails you around the house, it's a clear bond move. They may just want to be near the person they trust and missed while you were gone. Purring and kneading. A contented purr when you pet or pick up your cat is basically a happy sigh. Kneading, making biscuits, on your lap or blanket is a leftover kitten behavior that comforted them with milk. Now it means they feel safe with you. Warm greetings. Some cats surprise us with quiet chirps, trills, or gentle meows when we return. It's as if they're saying hello after a long time apart. All these little acts add up to big proof. To your cat, you are special. One anecdote, for example, describes a cat normally indifferent to visitors. Yet when her owner returned from a trip, the cat began meowing excitedly and rubbing up on her non-stop. A clear "I missed you" moment. These subtle gestures and stories remind us that love can be silent and still very real. Not all cats handle our absence smoothly. Studies now show that a significant minority of cats suffer separation anxiety, just like dogs. In a large questionnaire survey of 223 pet cats, about 13.5% showed at least one clear stress behavior when left alone. In other words, roughly 1 in 7 cats had trouble coping without their human. The signs to watch for are strikingly similar to canine separation anxiety. Inappropriate elimination. Many anxious cats start peeing or pooping outside the litter box, often choosing the owner's bed or clothes. One study noted 3/4 of cats who did out-of-box pees were peeing on the owner's bed. Excessive vocalizing. Non-stop meowing, crying, or howling is a red flag. Some cats even carry around a toy in their mouths while yowling. Destructive behavior. Scratching doors or furniture, chewing things up, or otherwise wrecking the house can indicate stress. In the PLOS survey, 2/3 of anxious cats were destroying things when alone. Over-grooming or withdrawal. Depressive signs like hiding, refusing to eat or drink, or compulsive licking, bald patches from over-grooming may appear. In the survey, over half of cats with separation issues became listless or apathetic. In summary, if your cat is suddenly making a mess, yowling at night, or acting depressed when you leave, don't write it off as just a cat thing. These are documented separation anxiety behaviors. Recognizing them is the first step to helping your furry friend. If you think your cat is missing you or is anxious when you go, there are practical things you can do to ease their stress. Go slow with alone time. Start by leaving your cat for just a few minutes, then gradually increase the duration. Give a treat or play before you leave and when you return to reinforce calm behavior. Keep arrivals, departures low-key. No big hugs and tears. Act normal when you leave or come back so your cat learns its routine, not a crisis. Provide background noise. Leave a radio or TV on a gentle station. Hearing familiar sounds can comfort an alone kitty. Enrich the environment. Give your cat fun distractions. Puzzle feeders with treats, window perches for bird watching, cat trees or safe toys to bat around. An occupied cat is a less worried cat. Make a safe zone. Set up a cozy hideaway with blankets and your worn t-shirt. A quiet corner or cat bed with your scent can become a happy refuge. Involve other people. If possible, have a friend or family member spend time with your cat. Feed them, play with them, on days you're gone. This reduces the cat's dependence on you as the only source of comfort. Use calming aids. Feline pheromone diffusers or sprays, like Feliway, mimic the soothing scents cats release naturally. Many owners find these help an anxious cat relax. Avoid bringing in another cat as a fix. It sounds logical, but new felines often trigger territory stress. Cats with separation anxiety are really pining for you, not just companionship. Adding a second cat can actually make things worse. Show love on your return. When you come home, greet your cat calmly with pets and some playtime. Reward their happy but calm behavior. If anxiety is severe, don't hesitate to consult a vet or animal behaviorist. Sometimes medication or professional training is needed. Using these tips can help your cat associate being alone with positive experiences. Over time, they'll learn you always come back and their worry will lessen. So do cats actually miss their people? Yes, they really do. They just express it differently than dogs. The science is clear. Many cats form secure bonds with us. When you see your cat curl up on your lap, knead contentedly, or nuzzle your hand, remember it's not just habit, it's affection. Even if your furry friend sometimes acts indifferent, underneath they likely feel the warm comfort of your love and, yes, notice when you're gone. Next time you walk in the door and see your cat waiting, or hear that welcoming meow, take heart. You've got a friend who really does care, in a uniquely feline way. The truth is in the purrs and headbutts. To your cat, you are family, and that means they do miss you, often more than you might think. Keep cherishing those moments, because your cat sure cherishes you.